Hello there. This is a presentation on Alzheimer's, presented to you by Asila Muhammad, Mary Mendoza Davis, and Samantha Avilan. According to the Alzheimer's Association, this disease kills more than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Every 65 seconds, someone in the United States develops this disease. Most people are oblivious to how many people are affected by this daily battle. As a team, we have done deep research on Alzheimer's disease to provide beneficial information. We were able to understand the emotional impact it has on one's family when our research partner Samantha shared her story of her grandfather who had this disease. We want to inform you why it is important to be proactive against Alzheimer's and the effect it has on lives. We will review what is this disease, how many live with it, what are their stories. What is this disease? Bright Focus Foundation describes Alzheimer's disease as an irreversible degeneration of the brain that causes disruptions in memory, cognition, personality, and other functions that eventually lead to death from complete brain failure. In the photograph to the left, the diagram of the brain with Alzheimer's, you can see the cortex has shriveled. This damages areas that involve thinking, planning, and remembering. The U.S. Department of Human Health Services believe that damage in the brain starts a decade or more before memory and other cognitive problems appear. Abnormal deposits of protein from amyloid plaques and tau tangles through the brain. The once healthy neurons stop functioning, and these lose connection with other neurons and they die. Symptoms that the patients are likely to experience are memory problems and mild cognitive impairment, movement difficulties, problem with the sense of smell, problem finding the right words, and impairment of reasoning and judgment. Some patients are described as being highly agitated or irritable, often confused of their surroundings, and often mislead to mixing up individuals' faces. How many live with it? According to Alzheimer's Association, 5.8 million Americans are living with this disease. The number then goes up to 44 million people worldwide affected by this disease. Alzheimer's Association is projecting these numbers of Americans diagnosed to rise to 14 million by 2050. Unfortunately, 1 in every 3 seniors dies from Alzheimer's or another sort or form of dementia. Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. It's not just the patients that are affected, but their families suffer too. Referring back to Bright Focus Foundation's findings, patients usually rely on the assistance of family members and friends. The estimate about 16 million Americans provide unpaid care for someone with Alzheimer's disease or dementia. They stated, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, that would be just shy of a tenth of the entire U.S. workforce. In 2017, these people provided an estimate of 1.5 billion hours of unpaid care, a contribution that is valued at more than $234 billion. The Alzheimer's Association estimates this disease and other forms of dementia cost the nation $290 billion. They predict the cost to rise to $1.1 trillion by 2050. There is no cure for Alzheimer's today, but there are hopes that in the future one will be found. Still, there are many ways to be proactive. According to Alzheimer's Association, only 16% of seniors are receiving routine memory checks and regular cognitive assessments. What are their stories? Losing a loved one can be devastating. The whole experience can change people's lives. There are so many people whose stories deserve to be told. Throughout our research, we found many touching stories, so we wanted to share one in particular. Public Service Medal recipient in 1994 for her outstanding service to the science and technology community, proud mother of 3 daughters, and the first person with dementia to be elected to the Board of Alzheimer's Disease International. These are a few facts about Christine Bryden. Christine received her diagnosis 1 year after receiving her Public Service Medal. She was 46 years old. Well established in her career and accredited in her education, her daughters were only 19, 14, and 9 at the time. It took her 5 years before her doctor finally referred her for a brain scan. The brain damage seen so clearly on the very first scan was very unexpected. Christine's brain looked like that of someone twice her age. It's astonishing how long it took for her doctor to go ahead and recommend her for a brain scan, especially with Christine's symptoms only originating as a very severe headache that lasted throughout the weekend. But still, it is cases like these that bring our eyes to the attention of Alzheimer's awareness. She felt so desperately sad that she would miss out on her girls' graduations, weddings, and grandchildren. However, Christine was a mighty and strong individual. She lived to see her grandchildren, traveled the world, and wrote 2 books about her life with Alzheimer's. She used her life to inform others of the disease and encourage people to be proactive and get tested. She filled her time with memories and didn't give up. She kept on fighting, kept on living. One of the things she was known to say was live each day as if it was your last and enjoy each moment to the full. It is stories like Christine's that people really need to hear. We can make a difference. Together we have went over 3 very important topics relating to Alzheimer's. What is this disease? How many are living with it? What are their stories? You have been informed of why it is important to be proactive against Alzheimer's and the effect it has on lives. The shocking numbers of people living with this disease continue to stack. To save our loved ones, we need to be more proactive. Protect the precious time you have left to make memories with your loved ones by speaking to their doctors about routine memory checkups. Stay on top of Alzheimer's.